Paint Night Podcast is about getting to know the artist behind the painting. Our mission is to provide a platform where artists come together to create art and share their stories. Thank you for joining us and supporting the arts.
Instagram!
And now we're live.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to Paint Night Podcast, bitches. I'm sorry if you were offended by bitches. Welcome to Paint Night Podcast, sluts.
I was about to say, don't be sorry, and then you said that, and I'm like, all right, yeah, that sounds about right.
I did not catch Canadian. I am not sorry about everything.
I love that new saying now. I'm going to use it everywhere.
What'd you do, catch Canadian?
I feel like people say sorry way too much to begin with.
I know I do.
I know I do too, and I'm trying to work on it. I figured,
What the fuck?
like, now that we say don't catch Canadian, it's kind of funny. I think that kind of helps.
Yeah.
And I always try to think that, I saw somewhere where it's like people like to be appreciated, not like felt guilty over. So if something happens, be like, thank you for waiting on me. Like, thank you, like, show gratitude that they made the effort, rather than you feeling sorry for yourself and then it just, like, it's a negative. At least that's what
it perpetuates the negativity.
Yeah. So.
Or the sorrow. Oh, the sorrow. So just to reiterate, welcome to Paint Night Podcast. Sluts.
Sluts.
It's a singing slut.
Singing sluts. Sluts and snails.
Oh, ooh, slutty snails.
Dude, I definitely want to make an illustration of that now.
Slutty snail.
Yeah.
Better than slutty slug.
My friend back home, when she was younger, she used to, for fun, she would take nail polish and paint the shells of the snails. And I was like, you realize most of those are pretty dead by now? And she's like, yeah, I didn't know that until I was much older.
Meh. Yeah.
I was like, man, that's...
Snails need good places, or art.
They gotta
in
attract their
homes.
male mates with a little bit of pizzazz.
They got panache.
Panache. What does panache mean? Is that basically
It's
the
like
same thing as
panad,
pizzazz?
yeah.
Panad.
Panad.
Panadin.
That's my left nad. Left nad has panad. It's pizzazz.
Oh, hey. Here, look. Someone was talking to you. And how does that look on the YouTubes?
It looks good. A little contrasty.
Yeah.
Looks
I'll
good,
tone
though.
it down a little bit.
No, I mean, it
But
looks good, though.
I think they're talking to you. If you want, read it out loud.
I can't read.
I'll read for you then.
I never learned how to read.
So G Ninja says, I don't know if you guys saw this comment on Wednesday, but I'm related to Toby. I'm Brock's second cousin. Or more like, I suppose we have shared relatives because I don't believe I ever talked to you in person. My part of the family is Brock's mother's side. Oh, okay. So,
Hey.
hello. Welcome. I don't know your name, but welcome, Brock's second cousin.
Welcome, Brock's second cousin.
Thank you for joining us
Which is my
today.
third. Well, no. I don't know how that works. Brock's my nephew, so you'd be somewhere in there.
Somewhere in the family tree.
Yeah.
You still belong. All is welcome here.
Absolutely.
Even the offended.
Oh, definitely the offended.
Oh, most definitely. Oh, my bangs are all weird. Oh, well. Fuck it. Oh,
Mine
that's
too.
Right.
My bangs start at the back of my head.
Dude, I feel like I have a big forehead, though. Because, like, look, it kind of goes up a little more than normal girls. Or not normal hairlines, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So I cut these bangs on my way back from Taos because it's like one of those girl moments, like, I need to change my hair because I'm a new person kind of deal. It helps.
Oh, you're
of.
so 20-something.
So 20-something. Or such a girl. I feel like all women do that. I've, like, had several conversations with clients that all do that.
No, I get that. No.
You know, because, like, new look, new personality, it helps. It's not
New
going to
year,
change
new facial,
you.
yeah.
That shit's funny. I'm going to post that somewhere. But
I deleted that video.
No. Well, you have photos of it. I like the funny photos.
Yes.
Those are great.
We will.
It looks like someone jizzed our bukkake all over her face.
It's true. It really is true. There was no bukkake, but it definitely looks like it.
Definitely stung way more.
Well, there you go. That's more reason. So everybody should go to Instagram, Paint Night Podcast, and follow us because tonight we'll upload a couple photos of that.
Your stupid, silly side. Oh, luckily this paint is still kind of usable.
Yeah, I should probably paint now. Since it's paint night. Instead of drinking coffee and my water, my bubbly waters.
Shit, I need to go to Hobby Lobby tomorrow. Luckily, the gym I'm working out at has a Hobby Lobby right around the corner.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm gonna just do that tomorrow.
Oh, up north?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Hobby Lobby I like.
Yeah?
That's where I always go.
Awesome.
Thanks, Mom, for supporting my Hobby Lobby addiction.
I know, right?
All right. Well, tits and ass aside.
Oh,
that's a good segue. There you go.
You did it.
She burped.
I burped it.
I think I'm gonna work on justice a little bit more.
That's turning out awesome.
It's getting there.
It's very dark and sinister.
Oh, yeah. Just like me.
I feel like I needed something else. I think I'm gonna go live on my thing too. I'm gonna grab my iPad so I could keep watching on the YouTubes.
So everything is left to me to keep this stuff interesting. So kids, have you ever heard a grown man burp the alphabet? Me neither.
Right.
Maybe not tonight.
But someday.
Someday. I'll work on it. I'll make sure that I practice on my off time. In between travel and designing and painting and podcasts and tattoos and
all the things.
And all the other things, yeah. I'll make sure that I do that. Just for you. Just for you.
So nice.
Yeah.
So generous.
I'm a pleaser.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. I feel like, I don't know. I've learned this lesson that you can't be too much of a pleaser, though.
Well, yeah.
You can't, I thought
I am not.
When I was growing up that you had to be all good. And so all good in my brain was, serving others over yourself.
Sure.
And then that fell really quickly because then it's people are that kind of take advantage of that, are attracted to it.
Yep.
And it's not necessarily bad on them because it's what they're used to. They want someone they can depend on, but not always is that something they need. They need sometimes that kind of person just needs someone to stand up to them a little bit more. And in the end, it's not what they want. And I've realized that. So it's I don't know. It's a strange thing, man. Strange thing. The yin yang.
Strange indeed.
Because you think you want to be all good.
Well, yeah,
then you find out there is no real good or bad. It's all balance. You need to be an agreeable person and a disagreeable person at times when you need to be.
You first have to please yourself before you can please anyone else.
Sorry. But
I know how to work that fucking.
To please yourself.
Hey, nobody knows how to please me other than me. Just saying.
Whatever.
It's true.
Cool.
Nobody knows exactly how to please oneself. Other than I don't even know what I was going on. But yeah, think of it this way.
Just straight up tape my phone. But go on. What do you
No, nobody knows exactly how you like your fucking burritos, except for you, right? The ultimate.
Yeah, but if someone knows you very well, they can know.
They can get close.
But you have to find out yourself first.
But yeah, you have to know exactly what pleases you before someone else can, like, hit the mark. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I get that.
Self-awareness.
Self-awareness is important.
Know where your G-spot is. You know.
Hey, girly. Late night podcast. Let me see how it looks up here. I still can't do it as well as you do. Hey, my sister Jade is up.
Hello, Jade.
That's the one that's getting a quinceañera.
Ah, congratulations. I think that's... Is that a congratulations?
I don't know if that's an appropriate thing.
I mean,
the one that's getting a quinceañera. Ah. Damn it. That actually doesn't look bad. Look at that.
No, it looks good.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It looks almost close to it. Hello, all the people in the world. Just doing our normal paint night thing. I don't know why. I have been real singy this year.
Singing?
I don't know. It's fun. I'm
not.
No. I know you're not judging.
That.
I'm just like, I don't even know myself. It's just more of a thing. Well, all right, prick.
Just joking. Jesus. Settle your tits.
Where?
Jesus.
I love that one still. I'm going to put this up here so that way we can kind of keep track of how it looks on the YouTubes.
Okay.
That's actually perfect.
Yeah.
Stop. Okay. There we go. Sweet, sweet. Yeah, you do. Hit me up whenever. Someone said they would need to get their first tattoo with me.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
What are they saying on your side?
Kim Street 100.
Woo.
I was reading about interdependence today, and although I love to be
Thank you.
Miss Independent, we need each other. And it's true.
Tis true. Well, I think we're social creatures to begin with. When people say I hate people, it's like a red flag. Like, I know some introverts are very comfortable with being by themselves for most of. I think I like people too much, so I'm more of a social person. Yeah. But I definitely like my alone time. Yeah. Ever since I found out do you know what an abnivert is?
Yeah.
It's like the mix between the two kind of deal. I definitely am the type that needs to recharge. So for the longest time, I thought I was an introvert. And then I started getting friends and going out, and it's like, I actually enjoy people. I actually, like, even if I'm not the wildest one in the room, I like being, like, the motherly, like, looking after everyone, but also being, whatchamacallit? I like observing people a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's quite fun to see people do their thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kim was just saying, you need other people to maybe introduce you to your favorite burrito sauce. And that's absolutely true. I completely agree with that. Like, if you are only alone and only do your thing, you will only do that one thing. You'll never grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You only have your own influence and your own mindset to go off of. And that's good for a while, but it only gets you so far.
You're only experiencing one perspective of the human experience.
Yeah, which, I mean, we need to bump into each other and have issues and do the things, and, well, hopefully not too many issues, but you know what I mean? Like, experience different emotions and situations in order to grow and get stronger and get new ideas and move forward.
This is acrylic paint to Anthony, and then
the
girl that I told you about for West Virginia.
Yes.
Unfortunately, those plans kind of fell through, and that's my bad. But I promise we'll visit sometime. I really, really want to go there. It's very beautiful down there. Like I said on my Instagram, I will be heading back to Texas next month. So if you're ever around there again, I'd be more than happy to help you out with that. But I plan on traveling back up in the west. It's just, or west? North? East. What are we? Northeast? Yeah, northeast.
we're kind of Midwest.
Midwest. We'll head back up there. I promise we'll color in that ish.
Will. You gonna get a mouse in your pocket?
Ah? What?
You said will.
Will.
We'll travel up that way.
Will. You my cat. Fuck. I don't know.
That's what I was just asking. I'm just making an observation.
I always have I know. I actually always say we because my dad installed this thing in me with ROTC. He's always like, never really say I, say we. It sounds a little more like a together thing rather than a self thing, if that makes sense. So sometimes it will pop out and...
Gotcha.
Yeah. And a watcher. Hello.
I will be in West Virginia in February.
North Dakota in 2 weeks. Ooh, that sounds fun.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma.
And yeah, girly, we'll cross paths. Don't worry. The universe will make it so. I've already tattooed you once. We're connected through that way, so I'm sure one day we'll cross paths again. A friend I used to be in ROTC with, he's all like, you in ROTC? It's true. As weird of a time as it was, I've definitely learned a lot.
It's hard for me to believe sometimes that you were in ROTC.
I know. It was hard for everybody, even during that time, for people to believe me on that, to be honest. I don't know how the fuck that... Well, no, I know how it happened. I didn't want to join gym. So I was like, wear a uniform once a week? Sure, I'll do that. Then I ended up becoming the commander of everything near the end. I think it's because like I was a good people's person, but teenage years suck, and it's like you're still figuring out yourself and your confidence and where you stand, and everything's the end of the world. So it was a little bit of a rough time, but it was interesting, and I appreciate the experience of it all.
That's cool.
Nancy, hi guys, love listening to your conversations and experiences. I hope you guys will be able to get the technology thing figured out before you leave, Ellie. He will. We'll get it. We'll get it down.
Damn it, I'm fighting it.
Get it down to a T.
Yeah, I get it. Hope your arm's feeling good, Nance.
Hey, Archie. Do you know who Archie is, the tattooer? He was there during the Hell City thing with us and Paul.
There's so many people. Oh,
Archie?
at Divinity.
Yeah. He always calls me Ink Master. I told him what my goal was, and he's always like, "What's up, Ink Master?" And
that's fair. Yeah.
I'm like, "Stop saying that." He's like, "Well, that's what you're gonna be. I'm gonna start calling you that." And I'm like, "You're right. You are right." I guess I get bashful over that stuff a little bit.
Yeah. Why?
Well, because it's.
If you feel it's silly, then why are you doing it?
I don't think it's silly. I think I feel it's silly because other people thought it's silly, so I found it a little bit silly. Does that make sense? Did you hear what I just said? Ish. But yeah, it's, I don't know, like it's not a bad thing. I want to do it. I'm gonna do it. It's my goal right now. I'm gonna aim for 2020 and we'll see where it goes. I wonder, should I bring the black up more? Or maybe like make her hand a little more gray and then fade it to black? So many questions.
Only you have the answers.
I know. I'll drink a little more and see if I'll channel anything. What's up?
What up, Kendra? I will be seeing you soon. I have 2 versions of your sleeve. I should be sending them off in the next day or 2. Forgive me, it's been a lot of work here lately. And I'm really lazy. Maybe not lazy, just...
distracted.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom. Let's see. My mom just joined us.
Oh, cool.
I can't see the wave thingy for some reason.
Something went down.
What went down? Oh. Uh-oh. Wonder, is it still going on there?
Yeah, but we have a little bit of
a lag, so
yeah.
Let's see. Sorry, y'all. Just getting our shit together.
I know we should have had our shit together.
Please, who really has their shit together completely?
Successful people.
Yeah, well, they had to mess up like 1,000 times in order to get their shit together.
Nope, not always.
What do you mean not always? That's exactly how that works.
No.
Who do you know that hasn't messed up once?
I did not say messed up once. I just said
that hasn't messed up a lot. You gotta mess up a lot. That's how you learn.
That's maybe how a lot of people learn.
That is how you learn. Trial and error.
Not always.
You're not successful if you stop doing it. That's the only way.
No, but there's also researching and finding out before you attempt to go and do it.
Yeah.
Just being mindful and diligent.
Well, nah, I mean, you can do the research during and find out on the way.
That's how people break legs.
We're not running marathons here.
Just saying.
Well, it looks like it's still up and running, so I think we're fine. I'm not going to mess with it, because otherwise it's just going to shut off the whole thing. We don't want that. But yeah. I'm going to have to figure out a better way of doing this live thing for my painting, but that's alright. We'll look up some mountains real quick. Fuck! Well, no. I mean, that's not too much of an adjustment. Why? I just dipped my paintbrush in wine, which is great. Let's see, Nancy is saying somewhere, I hope you guys will be able to get the technology figured out before you leave. Oh, they are on fire. Mom and Dad has seen them tonight. Oh.
And then our shit went down.
It doesn't shut down. Hello from Scotland. Bubba's Custom Tattoo Studio says hi.
What up?
4316. Oh wait. Why am I revealing my passcode to everybody? I have no idea why. Yeah, I think this thing gets overloaded sometimes, but luckily when it does stall, it'll just kind of fix itself. There you go. Let's see. So then we'll need to do a bluish purple sky. Actually, this whole thing is gonna be that way. Okay, let's see. Hello, peeps. Welcome, welcome. Peeps and gents. Just kidding. I wish there was an undo button with painting. I mean, now there is.
Wish in one hand and...
I suppose so. so we'll do it here. I think I'm gonna add a nipple on her.
Exactly, Kendra. Exactly.
What did Kendra say?
It's shit in the other. Hey, Mallory. How you doing?
Hello,
What are
hello.
you doing up so late? It's a school night.
Dun, dun, dun.
Listen to Uncle Toby's filthy fucking mouth.
Doesn't stop Uncle Toby though.
Fuck no. I'm the good time uncle. Uncle that will hand you fireworks and go, alright, be careful. Don't blow your fingers off, whatever you do.
Happy New Year to you too, Gabriel. Looks like I need to add some pinks. Frack! I know, I'm a mess, but that's fine. Or no. Let's...
Deep sigh.
Oh,
What are you sighing about?
I'm looking at all these sunsets, and I really need to stop fucking trying to do it from my head. Is what I'm thinking. It's what I'm sighing from.
Are you gonna learn
Don't
that
be
lesson?
like me!
Are you gonna learn that lesson? Ali, the
Hello,
cautionary
Gabriel
tale.
Singh. I know, right? I gotta learn the lesson at least 15,000 times before it sticks. Tis fine, though. I just learned the very hard way.
Yeah. We got a lot of us do.
Think so?
I mean, for myself, I can only speak for myself. I definitely learned the hard way. Harder the lessons, the more they stick.
Yeah?
Like somebody can tell me, give me fantastic advice and give me all the information, but I'm still going to do the dumb thing to find out for myself and go, oh, god damn it, I knew that. Why did I do that?
Yeah, actually, I get that one completely. Because I feel like I have to, like, I'll keep in mind what everyone's telling me what to do, but I have to experiment myself. I have to know for myself. Because if you just follow what everyone's doing all the time, you can only be just as good as them, which may not be a bad thing. If you're aiming to be just as good as one artist, great. But I'm the type of artist that I feel like art's like an experiment. There's always a different way of doing things, and
I'm
not
just talking life.
Oh yeah,
in general.
Well, I mean, in life too, you gotta experience your own shit in order to know. You know.
Yeah, I do know.
Hey Matt, and thank you. I hope it is shit. I've been working on this shit for for a while. My friend's like, it looks good.
It does look good.
Well, thank you, honey. Getting our shit together. Sorry, I love that song. Getting their shit together song.
Get your shit together.
Do 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 do. I don't know why, but I was gonna be like, herpes is forever.
Do, 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 do.
I don't know why that came right after
Because it's probably something that I said when
you made that up.
Song. Yeah.
Probably.
Get your shit together. Her pieces forever.
Or Forever 12.
Forever 12. For our
Amen.
apparel coming soon.
There we go. Finally got that fucking thing. Jacob, my trainer, he's been trying to send me this Google Drive of the vegetarian diet to like work with while we're working out. It hasn't been bad. Well, the second day was god awful right after we came back home. But I feel like that's because we like walked a lot and then Country, your niece just joined mine. He's all like, "Hey, Allie, Uncle Toby is something else." Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Oh, Mallory. Yeah.
Hi, Grace. Miss you, love. Can't wait to be home. Really want to meet her cat, Lucy. She named it Lucy, like Lucifer. I thought it was the most adorable thing.
Who's
Grace is my friend from San Marcos. She works with us, me and John and everything. She's part of the gang.
Back in the shop that you started?
Yep. Just paint super carefully. So I think I'm gonna mimic something like this, where like the pinks and yellows, but not so much the clouds, just this like pinkish glow and orangey glow that I already have going on, and then just add the pinks on the here, and then around a little bit. I think that'll look cool. Hey Jacob, I just got your thing. I just saw it on the iPad.
Bacon.
So
I like bacon.
great. You know, this tattoo didn't hurt as bad. It was pretty good.
It's good. They don't hurt.
Not really, no.
I got a light hand.
Hey, Gazi. Hello. Oh, shit. Well, let's add a little more book.
Oh, shit.
Aw, shit.
I'm gonna smoke in the house.
Can I have one?
No.
Oh.
Here. Jesus Christ.
Love you.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
They all say that.
Look at you. What you have against my people? There we go. All right, we're back up.
Why are you making me to be the monster?
You're not.
You could have said.
Yeah, I had a perfect balancing act, and then you had to come along and Godzilla it.
Yeah. Secure your shit.
Your niece says, "I miss you guys, and Uncle Toby should come over for supper sometime." I'm sure we will before.
I should. We'll see. See if I got time. Because I leave out for Iowa.
Is it this week? The end of this week?
Sunday. I leave for Iowa and then I'll be there for about a week, and then I head down to Phoenix or Tempe, Arizona, and I'll be there for about a week, and then I turn around for a high-speed burn back to Ohio, and I will be here the last 3-4 days of January, and then I'm here for a week or two, and then I go to West Virginia to visit a really good friend of mine. Actually, so close of a friend, I would call him a brother.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. And my attorney.
You're pretty close with your attorney, though, right?
Yeah, have to be. Those are good attorneys. He's never represented me, so that's why. Yep. Most of my time in Iowa, I will be in Davenport at Tooth and Nail, and then I go visit my friend up in Cedar Rapids, Lucas.
She says, have fun in Iowa, Uncle Toby, and everywhere else.
Thank you, thank you.
Could I borrow a light? Because I love you so much.
I'll be smoking through this performance. If you don't like it, well, don't look at me.
Just ignore it.
Yeah.
Ew.
That sounds like a Sunday morning.
Ugh, that liquidy.
With my favorite pain in the ass client. Oh, Kendra, you are hardly a pain in the ass. But yes, you are an awesome client. We get to start your sleeve, like your cohesive sleeve. We already got a good start to it, but can't wait. Hang out, talk shit. I beat you up. You give me money. Life is
give me your
good.
lunch money.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna stick this pin in your arm, and you're gonna give me your lunch money, your milk money, and then we're both gonna laugh a lot. Cause that's usually what I do with my clients. We have a lot of fun.
Is that your definition of fun there?
Talking shit and just like actually having fun, yeah. Like most of like when I have like my true clients, I wouldn't even call them like clients because client seems cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems like
they're just like
you're only there for the money.
Yeah, and it has. I mean, yeah, I like to get paid, but it's more about the art and actually connecting with people. But we have a lot of fun. I try to make it fun for people. Some people just want to be quiet and watch YouTube, put in earbuds, and that's cool. But my people like to interact.
I like interacting with my clients. Well, they're not. Some of them become really good friends of mine. It's like, I don't know. It's great. What did he say?
What's your favorite? She's like bald-headed yogurt slinger.
Oh, your niece says, I had fun with you guys at Christmas, and I still have Uncle Toby's wrapping paper. That shit was funny.
Oh, yeah.
He drew, like, cartoons on all of them. They're pretty fun. I have one of mine, the portrait of me you did.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not really a portrait. It's just a cartoon. But, yeah, I like that stuff.
They're fun. More purple.
Oh, the purple.
That is really blue, but that's fine.
It's a good base. Just get it down there. You know what I mean?
Just put it in there. Oh,
yeah.
God. That's what she said. Actually.
Lame.
Very lame.
You're better than that. Could have come up with something
I'm
better.
not.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I'm gonna leave it alone. No, because like the shit that usually pops in my head is way far out there. Kind of like, you know, bald-headed yogurt slinger.
I love that.
Like, we got Kendra and I got into a discussion back and forth, like just trying to come up with like the worst fucking names for shit. Yeah. And when I say shit, I mean male's member. Just like I think we got into a discussion about female parts as well. We were like,
was that the same time when you found out about what grapefruiting is?
Yes. Yeah, something like that.
And that's why we're friends.
Yep, exactly. One of my all-time favorite slang words for a female parts is axe wound. It's
axe wound?
Yeah, it's so graphic and horrifying. It's great.
Your niece just asked me what I'm painting. I am painting a phoenix lady disappearing into ashes down here. So right around here, I'm going to have a little bit of fire kind of like burning her body. And then I have the mountains, like a sunset that reminds me of what it looked like in Phoenix. Phoenix has the most gorgeous sunsets. I usually tell people, I'm like, yeah, I love the people there and the sunsets.
Because you can see it.
That's true.
It's no different than, like, some of the sunsets here in Ohio are absolutely amazing. You just have to be in a spot where you can see it.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I felt like I don't know why it left such a profound mark in my brain with, like...
No, I get it.
Any place with, like, kind of mountains or hills are always very pretty. I always like them.
Yeah.
So, I just remember... I don't know. I think I was also in that high of being, like, in a new town, in a new place, and trying to enjoy the experiences, but I just remember looking at the sky and being like, whoa.
There's an absolute beauty to Phoenix, and I mean, it obviously captivated me. Like, I love Phoenix to death.
It has a drawing for sure, even though like tires and stuff melt there. And I haven't really personally seen that myself. I just remember when I was moving there, everyone was like, "It's really hot there," and I'm from Texas, so when Texas people are like, "Oh, it's gonna be really hot," it's like,
Yeah, I don't know. It's all right. I like it.
Your niece says, "That's cool, Ellie. Uncle Toby is crazy. He's been all over the world." Yep, I know it. I plan to be the same thing. Oh. Hello again, Bubba's. Meat drapes?
Yep. It's one of my favorites.
That's wonderful.
Hey. Strange turn. No, I don't think paint night ever takes a strange turn. I think it's exactly where it goes. There is no one at the helm, and we just let the universe run the damn thing. So some nights we talk about meat drapes. Sometimes we talk about spirituality. You know, we can get deep.
Sometimes we talk about butt stuff. It depends
real
on
shallow.
Our mentality at the time.
But it is exactly what it needs to be, the exact time that it needs to be.
So I think my goal for this paint night is I'm going to try to get at least a clear idea of what I want the background to be. So I'm going to fix up these mountains, make it look a little more like this image over here.
Nice.
I already like it a lot more.
That's good. Right? Meat drapes is a great...
It's a great conversation starter.
It's classic. I mean, come on. Can't be mad about it. But axe wound, you can be mad about that one. People get offended when you say axe wound.
See, I would not know unless we were having the conversation, or like the conversation we're having now. If you just said axe wound, I'm like, what? You mean like someone stabbed you with an axe?
But if I used it in the correct term, you know what I mean? Like, you put it in context.
Context?
Like, yeah.
Isn't it context?
Context. Isn't that what I said?
You say context.
Whatever.
Uncle Toby and you are cute together. Aw, thanks, girly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. Whatever.
She's off to do her own thing.
Shut up.
What?
We all are.
Yeah, absolutely.
We both are.
Absolutely. Nah, we have fun.
We do.
We have all the fun. Not to be confused with palsy fun.
Palsy fun?
Yeah.
I'm a little confused.
Yeah, well, me too.
She said we're funny. We're just goofy. We're hopelessly ourselves. That's the way to be.
That's the key, though. Be yourself.
You do you, boo.
If nobody laughs, fuck them. As long as you laugh, who gives a shit?
I feel like that's the key to being funny, though. Is like as long as you can entertain yourself confidently.
Sure. I can see that.
You know, because then it's like.
But it's also knowing your audience. You know, I mean, I wouldn't talk about abortions in like a feminist.
True.
You know, like surrounding.
Unless you're doing it to amuse yourself and be a dick, but.
Well, I mean that is kind of amusing at some points, but that's not exactly.
But it's like
me.
you're searching out to.
Yeah, then you're
at that point a little bit.
You're trying to offend. Yeah, I'm not necessarily trying to do that.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
I mean, if I offend, I don't mean to, like full-heartedly, or all-heartedly, whatever.
All the hearts.
All the hearts and sparkles. I don't mean to offend. I just say shit because it's funny to me.
And that's the way it should be. It's what freedom is. Coloring in this mountain.
Putting some manly knuckles on old Justice Lady here. A hard woman. Stern.
She said Uncle Toby makes me laugh for sure. Yeah, he makes me laugh too.
Yeah, I'm good at that. If nothing else, I'm good for a cautionary tale and a good laugh. At the end of my days, when I have to answer to whoever I need to answer to, I hope to put a smile on their face. That's all. Like, you know, you fucked up a lot. Yeah, but it was funny.
It was funny though.
Did you see the look on my face? Yeah, all right. Go on.
People need to chill anyway. Life is too short to be taken too seriously.
Exactly. It's a game. It's a ride.
It is.
Should treat it as such.
Don't take anything seriously.
Well, take some things seriously, but yeah. There's a. You just need to know when.
But it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, no matter what, it's not that big of a deal.
As soon as I learned that, I was like, I think that changed my whole mind on a lot of things. And like I've told you this, like I think of life as much like a video game, like a Skyrim video game. Like you dress your avatar, you go on quests, you accomplish things for other people. You could talk and unlock more things and go around and see new places as you choose.
Sure. I've never played Skyrim, but okay.
Oh, it's great. It's much like life. Well, except with the fantasy and dragons and the dragons that will swoop down and fuck your life up. But hey, other than that, it's great.
My reality already has dragons and weird shit, so it's fine.
It's already part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer to live in my own reality. I don't need to. I mean, I appreciate video games and those who enjoy playing them. I do. It's just there's so much shit that I want to do and accomplish and see and make and figure out. I don't necessarily have time for that.
I like them for the stories. It's more interactive. Of course, I don't have time for it now, but I actually much prefer it over like TV shows and stuff because I find it's like a story interactive adventure. Right now, I have no time for it because I get obsessed and well, I've actually been a lot better with watching things and like kind of timing things out, which is great because when I was younger, I had no control whatsoever. So it's a lot better now, but
well, it helps that there's no TV as well.
'Tis true. 'Tis very true.
I mean, I have a million. Okay, that might be enough.
You have a lot of movies.
I have a
and
lot
stories,
of movies, yeah.
And it's kind of around the same aspects. It's just preference and things you like, you know?
Yeah. I tend to...
I guess everything in moderation is good.
Yep.
Like...
It's balance.
Yeah, it's all the balance. Balance and shit.
Everything in moderation, including moderation. There are
really?
those times... Absolutely.
Like,
there's those times that you have to go all out.
That is true. Okay, I can
you know what I mean? Like,
I can relate with that.
I don't think it's all the time or every weekend or anything like that. But there are moments when you need to go to the excess.
Yeah. For sure.
Do you share? Is that me or? But yeah, I think excess is good in certain situations and settings.
Mm-hmm. Hello, peeps. Damn, it's already 8:51.
Oh shit! Yeah, I guess so.
You want to go on for a little bit longer?
Well,
I know Instagram will kick your stuff out.
I'll hey Mally, she's back on my side. What up? Singing all the intros. Yeah, I'll go until Instagram shuts me down.
And then want to go, and
then,
y'all should follow us on YouTube.
Yeah.
All of us. Paint Night Podcast.
Yeah,
it's called The Paint.
Paint Night Podcast on YouTube.
And on Instagram.
And on Instagram. Definitely like and follow.
All the likes and follows.
Hit the subscribe button. Could I beat the board any harder? Yeah, I probably could. And some days I want to. But I don't. Thank you, Mally. I love you too.
I love you guys.
I know. Ollie likes you too.
Like her a lot. I love your family. They're pretty great.
They're alright.
They're very nice.
They're good peoples.
They're good peeps.
I love them. They put up with my crazy ass. They gotta be good people. Fuck.
Thank you.
Martyrs for sure. Somewhere.
Doesn't that mean like whores or something?
Well, no.
What do
Martyrs mean like you die for your belief.
Oh.
They should be.
That's what that means? Okay.
To be a martyr.
Yeah.
You die for, and it's usually in a religious context. But like, they should be at least put up for sainthood somewhere. All of them. Every single person that has had to deal with me at some point.
Burp.
Burp.
Burping.
Burp, burp.
Burp, burp. What's up?
Just that Mally says, I'm on both of your sides, but I love you, Uncle Toby. I love you too. Alright, Kendra. Well, I will definitely see you on the 19th, and I'll shoot you the projected ideas that I have for your sleeve.
Woo.
Word. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for listening to us. Stick around.
Thanks for joining in. I like when people join into my nonsense.
Right? Makes the world great.
Yeah.
Boo, 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 boo. Sorry, I can't get that song out of my head now.
It happens. I like the prom dress. The panties are good too.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It says I'm off like a prom dress. See you on the 19th, and then she backed it up with or a pair of panties, whatever works. So good. Oh shit. We talk so much good shit. It's awesome.
Like how we were having
You're
a
going to do my first tattoo. Oh, I am going to do your first tattoo. Well, I would be honored to. You know the rules, though. You must be 20.
Is that because you know her?
No, that's because I got my first tattoo at 20. And
that's actually a relatively better age, honestly, because I got mine at 21. And it's like I knew for a couple of years what I wanted my first one to be. Yeah. I feel like a lot of 18-year-olds come in and they'll get some stuff. But I'm also grateful that 18-year-olds are coming in, you know? Like,
sure.
You know, I'm always grateful when people come in.
But
it's a forever thing.
Yeah, well, and with the fact that you've waited and you kind of went through it and seen other people kind of have the rough times of, oh, shit, I wish I wouldn't have got that.
Yeah.
You can help guide other people that are like younger, 18 or whatever, coming in and getting tattooed.
That's true.
I know.
And then
well,
go on.
One thing that I've always said to like my nieces, cousins, nephews, all that stuff. Like I'm more than happy and honored to do their tattoos or their first tattoo. I've always just said, if you're going to let me do your first tattoo, you have to wait till 20. Mm-hmm. Have to come up with your design. You know, when you're 18, that's fine. You can redesign it all you want. That's what it's there for. But you have to have that 2 years, and then I'll do it, and you just have to listen to me. And then, you know, from there, like, they don't pay anything for their tattoo, though.
That's awesome. That's a good incentive too.
So it's like, yeah, I'll foot the bill and I'll do it and whatever it is, but you have to just like follow these rules. I mean, I wouldn't do that to like a paying client, you know, where I'm like, oh no, you can't do that, you know, like
it's like
not that way. I'm just like, if you want me to do your first one, this is the best way. Like, listen, I'll help you out. I'll guide you through this.
Yeah. That's a good rule.
No basement party tattoos, you know?
That's the thing that, like, that's why I'm like, well, the 18 is pretty good considering I feel like a lot of people that come in that regret their tattoos are the ones that get it done at, like, a friend's house. Or, like...
basement parties, yeah.
Yeah. Did I tell you about the, I have a client back home that I had to do a cover-up on, and he took Xanax when he was in 7th grade. Mm-hmm. Completely knocked out, went to school the next day, and he felt like a sore in his legs. He got this horribly done swastika. Horribly done. And it was like...
Well,
it was this big, and it looked like squiggles, but it was a swastika.
At least it was horribly done, and he could maybe tell people that it was something else.
Well, the thing was, he came in at, like, I think he's 23 or 24. I can't remember. But he was all like, I've been teased about this throughout high school. This was what I was known for. And I'm just ready to get this covered up. And I'm like, all right, fair enough. And
did he grow a little bit?
I think he did. It's funny because, like, him and his girlfriend are really cute. They both came in together, and she was all like, yeah, I didn't believe people when they told me he had a swastika as a tattoo, and then I saw it for myself. And he's like, I think during the mindset, he's like, I know which friend did it, but he's like, I think during the mindset we were talking about, like, the Buddhist, because it's a Buddhist symbol. Like, the reverse is the Buddhist symbol of movement, because the Nazis weren't, like, stupid. Like, they knew that. Oh, I think your thing timed out. Oh. But, like, they aren't stupid. And so he had it done. And he came in and he wanted to get it covered up. And we started this, it's not Kraken, it's Cthulhu. Mm-hmm. We started this Cthulhu on his leg. And even just doing the outline improved it. Yeah. Like, even with just the outline, you can't really tell what it is as much. And we're coloring it, and when I get back, I'm hoping to really finish it because it's an awesome, cool tattoo. But yeah, it was just man, it was really funny because it's like it's seventh grade with a freaking. It was this big. It was like this big on his leg. And then on his other leg, he actually had a horribly done pot leaf, but it was just the outline, so it wasn't as bad. Yeah. It happens, man. It happens, man.
Jesus.
Your niece transferred to mine, too. She's like, I'm on here now. Allie, I love you, too. I love you, too, Mallory. You're so cool. I'm excited. But I think it's nice. Like, you live and learn, and everyone has different perspectives and different things they need to learn for themselves and different things that they have to experience and stuff. But this guy was really cool. Like, he had a really big heart, and he was a super cool dude. It was a little tough on him because it's so it's like
it's a swastika.
That too, but like the covering up part. So it's like this big, and it like the Cthulhu had like little tentacles coming out, and it like swirled around his knee. Uh-huh. So that part was a little tough on him, but I'm excited to go back and fix it up some more. Like, if it needs a little more.
Be done, you better be tough. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
But I mean, from there, I mean, there's several lessons within that.
First, don't take fucking Xanax. Well, the fucking.
Second is don't hang out with people that would tattoo a swastika on you.
That's true. That's true. That's not good friends.
No,
that is not a good friend.
That is not a good friend to have.
Not really. No. But
and if you're that friend, you suck. Sorry. You need to learn some shit.
I think it's sucky that you can buy shitty tattoo guns for so cheap. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you go on eBay, you can find one for like $35.
Yeah.
Like, with everything.
Well, back in the day, you could order them in the back of tattoo magazines for like $100 and some. People are going to get them.
Even $100 is more for.
But that was for like the whole thing. Now, when you were a teenager, you couldn't come up with $100 and some at that time. Like, that was
true. There were more hardworking people during that time. I feel I don't know everyone's perspective.
Was a little bit different back then.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, $100 in the mid '90s went a little bit further than what $100 goes today.
Right. That's true. Well, I know when I first started tattooing, I bought a machine from my first boss. Mm-hmm. His name was Elwood. He actually introduced me to the pens first. And, what did he say?
Who?
What are they saying?
Oh, Charles said, damn girl, you sexy.
It's not called a gun. It's called a machine. Machine, yes. True.
It's not called a gun. Yes.
You right. But the machine I first got was the pen. And he had me start on it, and I was just so used to that one that it was a little harder for me to transfer to the traditional style tattoo machines a little bit.
You mean coil?
Coil, yeah, coils.
Coil versus rotary.
Yeah, and I think.
Have you ever used a coil?
I have.
Okay.
I have when it was dire situations. Like, I tattooed...
Dire situation.
Like, it was the only thing I had to use. But it's like, I think my hand's just more formed for the pen a little bit better.
It's because it's easy. I'm not gonna lie, like, the pen is easy to use, and
I'm like, bitch, you use the pen. No.
Bitch, shut up. I just bought a pen in the last year. Like, I've used, don't get me wrong, I've used rotary for a few years.
Yeah.
But back when this old dog started, the only thing there was coil.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I get that. And I sincerely do want to learn, like, sit down for, like, 5 months or so and just learn it.
Coil.
Yeah, and it's not bad. I figured out a way to where it doesn't strain on my hands so much because I have such tiny hands. It's a little bit harder on me to tattoo. So it's like I want to be able to perform my best. And with the pen, it's a little bit better. It takes a little bit longer, but at least I'm able to get it a little more precise. And I'm used to it, like I said.
But here's the reality. Like, back in the day when there were only coils, that's how you weeded out the weak people.
Very true.
If you can't deal with it, you're gone.
True. I mean, I can deal with it. It just definitely takes a toll on me for a minute.
Sure.
But
and I'm not saying that just because you can't use a coil or people that have a hard time using a coil shouldn't tattoo. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in the old way that was part of, like, if you don't have the right stuff to fucking do it, you didn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I get that and I understand that and I'm fully aware of it. What?
What? No. What?
But I mean, like, I'm trying to learn the new technology because I know it's going to get better over time.
Sure.
And it's going to be great. I definitely do want to learn coil a little bit more. Like, I know how to use it. It's just being a little more consistent with it than with the rotaries. But with rotaries, it's easier. I'm able to do it a little bit better. So I mainly go to that just because I am doing forever tattoos on people. So I'd rather perform my best. But not, like I said, I know Sam at Divinity was teaching me quite a bit about rotaries, and I kind of learned a little bit from her.
Rotaries or coil?
Coil, sorry. I keep mixing up the two. But she was teaching me about how, because it's like different weapons. Like, you choose your weapon of choice. Whichever one, like, I find that tattoo machines, even with different styles, it's like a different equip for everyone. Okay. Everyone has their own styles and everyone has their own way of doing things. Like, some people use neotats, or they use what does my friend use, the dragonfly one? I can't remember. But they all have different, like, settings, and different people have different hands, and different people have different ways of doing things, and different people need a little more push, or they need a little more accuracy, or they need a little more, like, it's very interesting, and I found that to be very, very enlightening about that.
I'm going to stop you right there, and I just want to say something, and I don't mean to be harsh, but I'm going to tell you something really quick. You said weapon, right? Mm-hmm. There's a reason that it's not called a gun. Okay? Mm-hmm. Tattoo machine creates art.
Yeah.
Guns cause damage, cause heartache, cause...
Right.
Okay? So, like, calling a tattoo machine a gun is like calling my mom a whore.
Okay.
Okay? This is the old way of doing it. This is where respect comes from.
I guess I was thinking, video game-wise.
I know.
Like how you choose an axe or a mace.
But this is how
But I understand what you're saying.
No, this is how it is. Okay? So, if you're going to create art, you use a machine. Okay?
So maybe choosing different mediums, like a paintbrush or an airbrush, or... I was trying to find a good metaphor for it, and that's the first thing that came up.
Tool. It's just a different tool.
Fair enough.
Because tools create craftsmanship, or, craft, workmanship, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay?
My thing's about to end soon, but
so, I don't mean to get, like, super serious or anything about it, but that's a real deal, like, base of what we do.
Right.
It's art. Mm-hmm. So when you call a machine, and I've seen people get their ass beat back in the old days. Like, to a bloody pulp for calling machines guns. So that is something I don't want to hear.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying.
And I know that you don't mean it in any way, but since we're in a public forum and people can hear us talk and all that good stuff, I want that to be a very, like, real thing. Because back in the day, like, you didn't make that mistake more than once.
Fair enough. No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I come from a video mindset, video game mindset, because it's like I get that, but the things have different stats.
But you should have. I know, but we should like treat this with respect and look at it as a sacred thing. But when it's referred to as like your weapon of choice or anything like that, it just brings in that connotation that we're doing damage. We're not. We're creating things. We're creators.
True that. And I get that mindset for sure.
Yeah.
So, I guess, like, the thing, like I said, the mindset that I was coming in with is more of the, when you play video games, they all have stats.
No.
And so everyone has their different thing that they choose to do.
Yes.
I guess it's more of the metaphor, but I do understand it's more of an art thing.
Yeah. It's just, I just want to make sure that you're aware of that. So.
For sure. Oh, and your cousin, or your niece, sorry. I keep saying cousin, but I'm like, I know that's the wrong thing. She asked what our first tattoos were.
My first tattoo was a skull and black sun on my chest.
That was your first tattoo?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Holy shit. How was that?
Easy.
Really? On your chest?
Yeah.
That's usually hard on people. Nah.
It's not that bad. I laughed because the guy that was doing it he was the same way. He was like, no, I'm not doing that for your first tattoo. I was like, fuck you. This is going to be the only tattoo I get. But I was like, if you won't do it, I'll give me my deposit back. I'll go find somebody that will. And he, greed won out, and he was like, that's fine. But if you pass out or get sick or anything, like, we're done, and you'll have to come back and pay the whole fee over again. And I was like, that's fine, whatever. And it kind of spooked me a little bit. And I was like, shit, what did I do? This guy knows more than me. Yeah. But I went ahead and, I was like, whatever. I got in a chair and started getting tattooed, and he stopped and looked at me, and he was like, how you doing? I was like, really? This is it? I was like, I deal with worse pain on a daily basis. Like, you can do this all night long. I don't give a shit.
Shit, I was like the opposite of you. I was like, so funny enough, I got my apprenticeship. It wasn't something I was planning. It was something I stated in the universe, and it just happened to come around and like poke at me and was like, I bet you won't do it. And I was like, fuck you, I'm gonna do it anyway. And so I did it, and I actually tattooed 3 people before I got my first tattoo.
And we're no longer friends.
I know, but it's just tattoos saved my life in the sense that it gave me way more confidence and more strength than I ever could ever ask for. And it's like, I was that kid that you had to hold down during doctor's visits, and like any dentist appointment, I was the worst. I would fucking cry, I would throw a fit, and it was just bad. So I went into tattooing because I was really intrigued by the art form, and I was very curious about how it worked. And my friends, they're all like, we want free tattoos, and you're a good artist, and we want you to do it. And so, luckily enough, I had great friends that had
I want free shit.
Free shit, but it's like, it's an honor to be able to help them make their marks. And I like I said, I was very intrigued with it at the time. And in fact, I think it was Ink Masters that showed me a little bit more about tattoo. Because in my mind, I grew up Mormon, and my father and mom always were like, only gang and prison people get tattooed, So I always grew up with this mindset.
Sure.
And then when I got into it, I luckily came into this tattoo shop that was like very hippie-like, and they showed me what sage was and spirituality was, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? This is really cool. So, but yeah, my first tattoo was actually the semicolon that I have on my wrist. It didn't have everything that it has now. It's like a sun, so it's like that sun one right there. But it's the I had the semicolon straight up, and it actually represents like the depression, suicide, and semicolons is like the story will go on kind of deal. Yeah. And a lot of people get it tattooed. I've actually tattooed tons of people with it. And I really wanted to know how it felt and like kind of conquer my fear kind of deal. And then when it happened, I was like, oh, this is it? Like, that's not bad at all. And it actually like pushed me to be a little more courageous with it. The second was my star, and then the star on my back. And then I got some flowers by the girl who was apprenticing with me. She didn't really know anybody, and she needed someone to tattoo so she could practice. So she practiced her first tattoo on me, and it was the 3 poppies on my leg. And it was huge. And I was like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. Because I figured I would do flowers on my leg, and that's when I had that idea. But before I was like, nah, I don't see myself with so many tattoos, and now I'm like 24 in and planning to get it all covered or not covered, but I plan to get more covered for sure. But it's cool. It's quite interesting. I felt like it was one of those things I thought about for a while, but I was too scared to do it. Yeah. So one day I did, and it was great. And I felt this weird release come over me. So it introduced me to the fact that, like, I guess it made me a little more courageous with that. I've definitely become way more confident and way more, like, it helped me settled into myself a little bit more. And, I mean, I kind of formed this thesis because of our talks when we first started meeting, that it's like a ritual and a release at the same time. It is. And then the fact that I was kind of understanding that words and thoughts matter in a sense, like they make an effect on you physically and also with everything you connect with, including like whatever you touch. And that tattoos have a really powerful way of doing that, and it's like a good reminder for yourself, or a good reminder of who you want to be in a rather way, or a timestamp of that time of who you were, and it gives you that reminder of that.
It's like a milestone.
Yeah, milestone. I like milestone.
Mile marker. You know what I mean? Like any tattoo that, and I've got a lot of tattoos that didn't mean shit when I went to get them. They were just cool fucking tattoos. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily need a reason or some crazy spiritual meaning behind it. But once you get it, it's easier. Like, I can look back on the tattoos that didn't mean shit. Right. But I remember everything that was going on in my life at that time. I remember who did it, who was with me, what kind of dumb shit we were doing in that moment. You know what I mean? Like, it's
a reminder of that time.
Yeah, so I mean, even tattoos that don't necessarily have a meaning end up having a meaning. At least for me.
For sure.
But tattoos can just be tattoos. They don't necessarily have to be.
Not at all. Not at all. Not all of them have to be. I actually had these 2 girls come in a few days ago. They got these small tattoos on their legs, and I was like, hey, what? Like, they're always like, we always get together and get tattooed together. Like, that's their thing. And they're like, it's kind of silly that we just get random stuff. And I was like, no, not really. I think it's a timestamp and also a reminder of your friendship, and it's a good way of, like, remembering these times when you are together and, like, going through this really cool time together, like going through this really cool ritual and stuff. And they're like, yeah, we're going to start using that from now on. But it's cool. It's an experience. And it's like, I always commend anyone that gets a tattoo, honestly. Well, except the ones that get them in the basement a little bit. But also, it's like, that's an experience too. Everyone has their own experiences. I don't recommend doing that just because it's like, usually you regret those, but it's whatever. I actually got to pee real quick. So you entertain the peoples. Oh, hold on. Hi, John. I will be right back because I gotta pee. It's a phoenix lady disappearing into ashes with mountains and a sunset in the background.
Holy shit.
I'll be right back.
She'll be right back. Now you fuckers are stuck with me. Ha 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 ha. There are going to be some upcoming changes to Paint Night podcast. as far as we are going to be looking to get more artists in to paint with us. I'm sure it's been said a few times, but Ali is going to be moving to Texas, and we will be figuring out a way to do paint night podcasts via Texas and Ohio, or wherever I will be on the road, which will be in between Ohio, Illinois, or Iowa, Tempe, Arizona, and wherever else I can take my ass, or wherever my ass is welcome. But with that being said, we're looking to host a few of these with other artists so we can talk about their experiences and just have good times, talk shit. And
I like how you add talk shit to every time we explain this.
Because we do talk shit. Like, that's all we're doing right now is just talking shit.
Hi, y'all. Hello. There you go.
Or if you don't like talking shit, don't talk shit. I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I think
you can be quiet. Just sit there. With your hands folded. Bitches.
Fucking bitches, man. That's purple.
Thanks, Ern. I like it when it's gross.
Oh shit, that's really light. I mean, that works.
Layers, dude.
Oh, layers. I gotta make this like pinkish, purplish glow. Actually, it needs to be a little darker. A little more blue.
Yeah, she's moving back.
What?
Mom asked if you were moving back. And I said, yep. Sloppiness? Ooh, I like sloppiness too. Like when your foot or when your boot gets stuck in some mud and you try to pull it out, but just your boot gets stuck in there. Your foot comes out of the boot. You know what I'm talking about? You know that sound? Like, yeah. You know it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is talking shit. Sloppy floppy. It's like pudding. Mom says gross.
I saw. Can I borrow that lighter? Mine actually went out a little bit ago. Actually, I might get some more wine.
Okay.
Hi, Ma.
Sorry. Pardon me while I clear my throat.
Did you finish all your meat? We are at 9:23.
Good God.
I know, right? I feel like this one passed by really fast.
It's because we were talking shit. Sorry, I'm just going to try and say talking shit as much as possible now.
Yeah. Oh, there's the phone stand. It's right there. Oh, wow. It's been working.
Yeah.
We'll close up in 6 minutes. End it on a good hour and 30.
Okay.
That
sounds good.
I feel like these things are getting faster and faster for some reason.
Yeah. Well, we're getting down to a pattern.
Thanks, Kiwi. Appreciate you. One of the guy that photographed me, the one
Photoed you?
yeah, yeah, that one. But the one that did not the last one I posted up of me looking away, but the other one where I'm at the light table and the one before that where I'm just kind of walking or whatever, or like outside with the coat down, he just was like, "Oh, that painting's awesome." And I'm like, "Thanks. I appreciate it super, super much." The Asian one. Yeah. The Asian one. The Korean one. Wait, you're Korean, right? I believe so. At least that's what I understood.
Hoover?
What?
My mom said, by the way, I'm no Hoover.
No.
I never said
you are not, ma'am.
I never said you were a Hoover.
Oh, thank God I was right. Okay. He was Korean. I was going to feel really bad because I guessed Korean, but it was like...
Racist.
I know. Super racist. Super racist. Oh, when will I learn?
You Nazi, you're talking about swastikas? And...
I know, right? Shame. All the shame.
Mom's gonna join the video.
Aw, snap. Got a good 4 minutes. Let's get a good old Gehrlich, ma.
I'm waiting for Ma. Mom's gonna join us.
Hey!
What's happening?
A whole lot here.
Yeah?
No, not really.
So you
I mean, I get compared to a pen and a hooer.
Say what?
You heard me.
Who said you were a hooer?
Well, it was like calling your mama whore.
Oh.
He was comparing it to...
Yeah, you call a tattoo machine a gun.
I know.
It's like calling my mama a hooer.
I know, it was funny because Keegan's like laughing and Mallory's got her eyes like real wide. And I was watching, I was going, what?
No, I was not calling you a hooer.
I know, well, I just want to tell you, I am no hooer.
No,
I know you'll know who am I. You're a good lady. You brought up a hell of a son.
I know, 2 of them.
Well, I'm okay. The other one's alright. The jury's still out on me.
You go.
What's that?
I said I will let you go.
Okay. Hi, Keegan. Well, tell everybody. I love you too. Tell everybody hi on the YouTubes.
Woo!
Okie dokie.
Say hi.
Say hi, Ma.
Hi.
Hi. My ma says hi.
Okay, we'll talk to you later.
All right, Ma.
All right.
All
Bye,
right.
Ollie.
Bye. Have a good one.
Yep, you too.
Love ya.
Love you too.
Boy. Mother Gehrlich.
Madre.
Madre. Ma. That's my ma. You never know what she's doing back there. Ma! Meatloaf! I was thrown off by the whore thing. I'm like, what? Somebody called you a whore? Like, I don't even remember saying anything about that. Whoops. Don't be sorry. Don't get all Canadian on me, Ma.
No kidding. Nope. Come on. My iPad's about to die. Plug it in right.
Yeah. We are 1 minute away, so
29.
well, thank you everybody for joining us again with on Paint Night podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the bell. Notify. Blah blah blah. If you're not following us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram, Paint Night Podcast.
Yep.
And Ali at Ali Morgainne and
Ali Morgainne.
or Starchild.
Or Starchild, yeah. I'm sure if you look that up, that would be there too.
You can follow me at Toby_G_art.
And of course, the Paint Night Podcast.
And always
Got
Paint
them
Night Podcast.
Instagrams on there.
But thank you again, and we will see you Wednesday. And I believe we have a guest artist joining us, but we will
announce that very soon.
Yep. And if you follow Paint Night Podcast Instagram, you will get to see the facials of the New Year facial of Ollie and Toby.
Woo!
Yeah. Bye, Keegan.
Thank y'all. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you for joining. Appreciate y'all. Keep being awesome.
Boy.
Bye-bye. And bye on the YouTubes. We are still running on that, but we are going to quit now. Like we said, follow, subscribe, do all the fun things.
Hit the notification button so you know when we upload the new stuff.
We do it every Wednesday and
Sunday.
Every Sunday and Wednesday. Join us. Bye.
Goodbye.